Rhonda, Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. On today's video is a highly requested video that I put together for you guys. Y'all have asked if I would put together a reference video for all of the Ccolor Cosmetics palettes. So that is what today's video is all about. I do a lot of is it a dupe or just a waste of money, and some of these I have already done videos on, some I still need to do for you guys. So I'm not going to actually be going over and doing like full reviews or anything. I've either already done a review on them or a review will be coming. If there's any specific videos that you guys would like to see on these palettes, make sure to check my is it a dupe or just a waste of money playlist. And if you don't see any of these palettes on there, then leave me a comment down below and let me know like the ones you want me to get out to you guys quickly. And of course, I love to do get readies with me or get ready with us kind of deal. And if there's any particular palettes you want me to come back to and recreate new looks, definitely leave a comment down below. Before we get into it, if you guys would, if you enjoy these kind of videos, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell 2 times so you receive notification every time that I upload a video. And as well as don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll leave my handle scrolling somewhere down through here. And I do have a Facebook fan page as well if you guys are interested in jumping over to Facebook and follow me over there. Okay, let's get right into it because there is a lot of ground to cover, my friends. So get your water, get your water bottles. You do ketones. Get your ketones, get your coffee. It's late in the day, guys. I'm done with my coffee. Okay, let's do this. I'm rambling. Okay, so I am going to start right off with some of my favorites, which is the Dope palette. You guys, this palette right here is a dupe for the L'Oreal Nudie Patootie palette. You guys, I did a full is it a dupe or just a waste of money on this, and I probably have come back a couple times and used this. This is just a simple go-to palette. Moving on, because this girl will ramble, is the Dope 2 palette. Now, this one in particular is a dupe for the Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. By the way, I forgot to mention, Ccolor Cosmetics did give me a coupon code for 10% off if you guys are interested in any of these palettes. If you go directly to ccolorcosmetics.com, purchase whatever you want. Everything over $9.99 is free shipping, and a lot of times they'll throw in some eyeshadow brushes or face brushes for you guys as well. Just use code HOTMESS10 to save 10% at checkout. If you're not down to save a little money and give me a little bit of commission, don't use it. Just pay full price. But back to this palette. This is the Dope 2 palette. It is the dupe, like I said, for the Manny Life's a Drag palette. And I'm not going to do a whole review, but I just want to tell you guys, I did do a colorful look as well as I did a standard everyday type of look. And in the Life's a Drag palette, so many people said this shade right here was not pigmented. It was more of like a wash of color. I can tell you guys, this is a very pigmented shadow. Pigmented. Okay, moving right along, we are going to go into one of my favorites. I'm going to say this about so much, but you guys know. You guys just know. I love what I love. So here is the Around the World palette. You guys have told me you love this as much as I do. I've come back several times and used this palette for multiple looks. This is actually a dupe for the Urban Decay Born to Run palette that is like, what, $49, $50? This palette right here, I'm telling you guys, I think it's like $11.99. I think these are like $10.99. Don't quote me on that because, I mean, you get the 10% off. But this palette right here, there is yet to be a shade in here that I don't love, don't enjoy. It's amazing. Moving on, let's go to these are both Huda Beauty dupes. I'm going to do like a whole section of Huda Beauty, okay guys? So the first one, and I will have a video coming soon for you guys on this one. This one is called the Nightfall palette. This is actually a dupe for the Huda Beauty Textured Rose Gold palette. Now, I actually have the original palette from Huda, so I will definitely be putting it up against this one. Is it a dupe or just a waste of money video? I don't know why I forgot what I was trying to say for a second. I'm like trying to get through this without like dragging the video on forever. So anyways, that is what this one is a dupe for. Then moving right along to another Huda dupe is the Sundown palette. These come in these types of little sleeves, and this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I love this palette, guys. I know I did a dupe video on this one. I don't know if I did a dupe in the dupe or is it a dupe or just a waste of money. Either way, I have playlists for both, and I loved this palette. Absolutely love this palette. So anyways, let's move on. They have like a whole 9-pan series of Huda Beauty dupes for her 9-pan palettes. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This one is one of my favorites. You guys have seen it multiple times in favorites videos. This is the Obsessed one. This is her 9-pan palette. This is the dupe for her 9-pan palette. Sorry about that, guys. But if you love those palettes, you will love these as well. The other one that is one of my faves is the Obsessed 3. I know I'm going out of order, but you guys, I love these berry tones. They are so easy to work with. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Here are some of the other ones that they have. For some reason, I don't know what I did with my Obsessed 2, sorry, but here is the Obsessed 4. Again, this is one that I did a video with a colorful look trying to recreate an Instagrammer, and these are crazy pigmented. Again, they come in a little sleeve. These sleeves are actually clear. And then we're going to move on to the Obsessed 5. Again, dupe for the Huda Beauties. Is it the Coral? I can't remember all of Huda's 9-pan palette shade names. And of course, here is the Obsessed 6 palette. Again, very, very pigmented. Okay, moving on from there, I am going to go ahead and show you guys the unisex palettes. I have all of them, and you guys, I love them. Like I said, some of these were sent to me, others I purchased myself. I'm trying to get them in order before I show you guys all of them. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. There is a series of these, guys, and you guys, I'm telling you, these palettes, just stop, Rhonda, just stop. Y'all know that I think they're amazing. Now this is the Unisex 1 palette. These are ginormous pans, and this is actually a dupe for the LOREAL Cat's Pajamas palette. I did Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money with this palette. You guys, it has been one of my favorites. You guys know I keep the Ccolor Cosmetics palettes right over here so I can just grab them, and it's gotten to the point where I had to tell myself to pretty much shop my own stash and start using other palettes as well, because I have been on a Ccolor Cosmetics kick since I found out about them last, August or September. Okay, here is the Unisex 2 palette. Ignore the fact I got it a little dirty, but if it's dirty, you know I love it, right? Okay, so this one is actually a dupe for the Jeffree Star. I think it's the Beauty Killer. This is a great palette. If you're not crazy into colors, you know, I mean, cover it up. That's what I suggest. If you're not crazy into colors, you will still probably enjoy this. If you just cover up that pink, it's not as scary as you think. But my goodness, the pink is pigmented, guys. Guess that's the word of the day, pigmented. Let me clean my hand. Oh my goodness. Moving on to the Unisex 3 palette. This is another dupe for the Jeffree Star. And this is, I believe, his Androgyny palette. And I prefer this one over the Unisex 2 only because I like the muted colors, the muted shades. This is definitely my jam. Very, very easy to work with. This was, I think, one of the first palettes of Ccolor Cosmetics that I actually reviewed. So I know there is a dupe or just waste money on that palette. Next is the Unisex 4 palette, guys. Oh my gosh. This is actually a dupe for the Kristen Dominique Latte palette. Again, another beautiful color combination. Very more so of like the neutral, but you can add a little bit of color in there. But if you are scared of color, just cover those up and look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. These are crazy affordable palettes. I want to say they're like, what, $13.99, $12.99, $15.99? I don't remember because it's a lot of numbers to remember for all of this. Okay, moving on. Unisex 5. This was another Kristen Dominique Lemonade palette. I actually preferred this palette, again, over the Kristen Dominique Lemonade palette. You guys, it was a gorgeous palette, but I love the way that these mattes worked. I know what you're probably thinking. Rhonda, there was kind of like a recall on her palette. The Lemonade palette, she reformulated it, blah, 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 blah. When this palette released, that is when I actually picked up the Kristen Dominique Lemonade palette. So it had already been reformulated and all of that. And this one still ranked on top. So there are all of the unisex palettes for you guys. Let's move on to their 10 container type of palettes. So the first one is the peach eyeshadow palette. These come in more of like a tin can type of style, almost like think Urban Decay style, where the other ones that I've spoke on are more of the cardboard type of packaging. So this is the first palette, and this is a dupe for the Too Faced White Peach palette. So I was not personally a fan of the Too Faced White Peach palette. The colors in this palette are really pretty, but I do feel like I have a bit more kick up in these 10 type of shadows than I do in their, like, say, unisex Around the World Dope palette. Not that it's a bad thing. These shadows will last on your eyes, no problem. But like I said, this is the dupe for the White Peach palette. Moving on to the next one, you guys know I love her so much. I mean, my goodness, you see it. It's a mess. This is their Strobe palette. This is a face highlight palette. This palette is absolutely amazing. I'm not 100% if it is a dupe for maybe an Anastasia Beverly Hills or not. But all in its own right, it's absolutely amazing. It just glides onto the skin. It like melts into the skin, and it does not show your texture. Love this one. Moving on is another peach, I guess it's a peach 2 palette, and this is the, what was it called by Too Faced, the Peachy Matte palette, whatever that was called. It's not Matte for Matte, I don't remember, but again, really good shadows, a little bit more kick up. It's a little bit softly pressed compared to some of the other ones, but it's still a good palette, and it does have a nice soft scent of peach to it. To me, I have sinus problems. It's not overwhelming to me, but if you are sensitive to scent, you may be bothered by it. But again, I think it's very soft. But this palette is absolutely gorgeous, and that is what it is a dupe for. Moving on, y'all, I still don't know what this one's a dupe for, but it's really pretty and it works really, really well. I forgot to tell you, these palettes do come with little brushes in here, but I honestly for the longest time thought that this was like a Fenty Beauty dupe maybe. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that, but again, these work really well. Not my favorite palette to work with, the 10 ones, but not a bad palette either. The next, and a video is coming on this is the bronze palette. This is what it looks like. This is actually a dupe for one of the Ccolor Cosmetics palettes. I think, is it called her bronze palette? It may just be called her bronze palette. I don't remember. But that is what this one is a dupe for. Again, it comes with a brush. And the last one is the Royal Peach or Peach Royale. And this is it a dupe? No, I didn't. Maybe I just did a review. I did a review on this one. And this is actually a dupe for the Peach Royal palette that Ccolor Cosmetics actually has as well. So moving right along to a couple more tin cans. Now I will tell you guys, I can't really give you a review on these because I have yet to play with these particular palettes. But this is a cream contour palette, and it looks like this. I do believe these are dupes. See, you can see I still have the film in there because I kind of wait until the summertime to use cream products. So anyways, this I believe is a dupe for the Kat Von D, maybe, cream contour. And then here it is again in the powder format. And I haven't tried this one yet because they also sent me the Clay Play one, which I'll talk about next, and I've been loving that one. So this, I believe, is a dupe for the Kat Von D as well, but again, I don't really know how they work. If you guys have purchased them, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you like them. Okay, moving on to this one. This is the Clay palette. This is actually a dupe for the Tarte Clay Play palette that's no longer available. You guys, I did Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money up against that one. Loved it. This is one that I go to very often. Whether you're just focusing on your face, on your face right here, you can use this shade as well on your eye. It works, it lasts, it's nice. Okay, so moving on to this face palette. This one is a beauty, and I did Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money on that one. This is actually a dupe for the Too Faced Natural palette. You guys, amazing, amazing. I know I shouldn't be doing reviews, but it's amazing, guys. So anyways, then this is actually a dupe for the Urban Decay face palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. Again, another wonderful, affordable palette. And again, you're getting the dupe for the Urban Decay. Now, I know the Urban Decay palette was found on HauteLook for, I think, $19. But this, I believe, is like $4 or $5 cheaper. So we love that. Okay, let's continue on before my camera cuts. The Prestige palette. I love this palette. This is a dupe for this ABH Soft Glam palette. I thought that this was a wonderful palette. Some of you guys said you did not enjoy this palette, which is okay, to each their own. But for me personally, I absolutely love this palette. I love that the shadows are not crazy soft, but they're not crazy hard. They're just right, at least for me. So anyways, let's go on to the next one, which is the Fantasy Glow Kit. This is a dream if you love, like, actually you don't even have to have crazy wild highlights. I mean, this is just a dream in the fact that it melts into your skin and gives you this gorgeous glow without like showing every ounce of texture. Again, this was an ABH Glow Kit dupe. Works amazing. Right along to the Whimsical palette. This again is another ABH dupe for the Norvina palette. This is a beautiful, I'm gonna just stop because you guys know I think they're gorgeous. They're all beautiful, they're all gorgeous. Okay, so another dupe for Urban Decay, and that is for the Beach palette. And again, this was just recently found on HauteLook for, I believe, $19, but this one I think is only like $9.99. This is the Seaside palette, and you guys, it's just fabulous. It's fabulous. I'm trying to remind myself, Rhonda, this is a reference video, not a review video. But if there are specific ones you guys want to see, like a more in-depth, detailed review, leave me a comment down below. Okay, again, you guys have been asking me repeatedly, Rhonda, please review this. And I forgot. There's so many things I need to review for you guys. Okay, so this Angel palette, again, I promised to review it for you guys. This is actually a dupe for the Kat Von D Divine palette. Now, the Divine palette is now like $23 at Sephora. But again, this is another palette that I think is only like $9.99 or something. And again, 10% off. Hotmess 10. You'll get 10% off. Free shipping. We love that for us. So anyways, moving on to another Kat Von D dupe is the Metal Matte. I did a whole review on this one. This is a great palette as well. And again, a dupe for the Kat Von D, and I think hers is called Metal Matte as well. I don't remember. Okay, go me. I'm such a professional. But anyways, it's a dupe for the Kat Von D. The last one is the Birthday Wish, which is a dupe for the Kat Von D palette. I think it was her 10th anniversary palette that's not even available. And if you are able to find it, you're gonna, well, I don't know. She's got so much drama circulating her. But either way, this was a pretty decent palette. There was a couple shades in here that gave me issues. But again, I did a video on that. Moving on to Birthday Blast. This is actually a dupe for the Ccolor Cosmetics birthday palette. I believe it was her 2018 birthday collection that she did. This is a great palette. Another palette that is a dupe for the Ccolor Cosmetics. This is the Juicy palette. This was her summer collection palette. Again, I did a video on this one using some of the shades. Very, very nice. Now, out of all of the Kylie dupes, guys, the Frost is my jam. This was the dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics. I think it was her Naughty and Nice collection. One was nice, one was naughty. You guys, I flippin' hit pan in this one. I love this palette. It is, woo, my fave. Okay, guys, I am almost done. A few more to show you guys. I'm sure I've forgotten some, but I think I got it all. This one is the Sundown palette. You guys, this is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And I will tell you guys, I've used a couple different dupes for the Sunset palette, and this one by far is actually my favorite. This is an excellent dupe. I don't know if I did, is it a dupe or just a waste of money with this palette. If you guys want to see it, definitely let me know. I can do that for you guys. This is another one that has a video coming soon. This is the Soft Natural palette. This is actually a dupe for the Too Faced palette. I think that Too Faced revamped a lot of theirs, but there will be a video coming soon on this one. And then last but not least is the Matte Natural palette. I did do a review on this one. This worked really, 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 really well, guys. But if you are afraid of colors, I think this would be great for you. But that that's going to be it as far as all of the palettes go. Now they do have an amazing primer stick, you guys. I absolutely love this. This is it's so soft, it doesn't clog my pores, and it fills my pores really, really well. Then they have a highlighter stick as well. And I forgot to tell you, this is actually a dupe for the Milk Makeup primer stick. I've not tried that one, but I hear it's pretty good, and if it's anything like this one, it's amazing. So that one's like $5. This is, again, I believe a dupe for the Milk Makeup highlighter stick, and this is a really pretty iridescent. What I really like about it is it's not that like greasy oil type of thing, you know. I mean, like, granted, I'm not so much into purple highlights, but it's a really pretty iridescent and very, very affordable. I'm sorry that this video is kind of long. I try really hard not to tangent, but I think it's just in my blood. You guys, I'm a Gemini, I'm Italian. It is what it is, guys. But I do want to mention again that Hotmess 10 will save you 10% on everything. Another thing I wanted to mention is a lot of you guys had said that this is available. Some of these items are available at Burlington, aka Burlington Coat Factory, and you can save a couple dollars. You guys know me, I'm all about saving money, but when the whole Jeffree Star debacle went off with Burlington and selling his lipsticks and everything, a few Burlington formal, Rhonda, not formal, no longer their employees. Lord Jesus, why can't I? Former, yay! Sorry, earbud users. Some of those employees got on there and had said that it's not very sanitary. And I will say, although I had never personally seen any of the Ccolor Cosmetic palettes at Burlington, Haley this past weekend, she actually went and she found a couple of their palettes. I want to say it was like these palettes. It was the tin ones, none of the ones that were in the box. But she was able to just open the case right up. So that's something to kind of consider, because when you're purchasing straight from Ccolor Cosmetics website, you will get everything shipped right to you. You know, no one's opened it, nobody's touched it, nothing is wrong with it. And the one thing that kind of concerned me is it kind of goes to like the TJ Maxx. You really need to open it and pay attention to it. But I also think that if that stuff has been opened, it's only good for like 12 months once it starts being opened and touched with and all of that good stuff. So for me personally, as much as I love to save money, I also want to get something that I know is sanitary and hasn't been potentially opened, hasn't been potentially breathed on, whatever, you know. So I'm going to just continue to order straight from Ccolor Cosmetics. Plus you get that discount code, so how much are you really saving, you know? But if you feel that you're picking something up from Burlington or TJ Maxx or wherever it may be, and it is sanitary and nothing has been opened and nothing has been swatched and you have nothing to worry about, then you save that coin, girl. Who am I to tell you not to save money? I mean, duh, you know, I live for that. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. I do want to make sure to give a notification shout out. I filmed a video earlier and I forgot to do a notification shout out. I'm so sorry, guys. I have been a hot doggone mess, but story of my life. Today's notification squad shout outs do go to Kimmy Rocktree, which is also one of my Patreons. Let's Do Keto, Just Ann, and Sylvia Jackson. Thank you guys so much for being part of my notification squad and leaving me a comment in today's video. If y'all want to be a part of my notification squad, all you have to do is click that subscribe button, click that notification button or bell 2 times, and leave me a comment down below your favorite emoji or your favorite Ccolor Cosmetics palette. Yes, I like that. Let's do that. Your favorite Ccolor Cosmetics palette if you made it to the end of this crazy long video. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And of course to my Patreons, Cammie, Maria, and Rachel. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all's support. And until next time, my friends, as always, I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.